welcome back to my channel. This is Everly Ginny. If you're new here, karibu sana, and if you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much for always tuning in. As usual, I love you so much, so thank you for having me. So let me get right to it. So today I'm going to be talking about self-love. So self-love, let me I've written down something. So yeah, so self-love is really important. I feel like it's important to have self-love. I don't feel like it's selfish. It's a wonderful thing to have, and if you have it, then you'll be able to pour into other cups. You'll be able to love other people as well. You'll be able to live with other people as well, and you'll also be able to do your things, because you know yourself, you love yourself. You'll be able to just carry out your business, if you're working, you'll be able to just give it your full potential. You'll be able to do everything with your full potential, rather than not loving yourself and feeling, having self-doubt, or just not thinking you're worthy. So it's good to have self-love, then it will just propel you to excel higher and higher. So let me give you a few tips on what to do in order to get self-love. Sorry about the noise. So number one is put God first. As usual, I love putting God first. So God is love, so He loves you. He created you. He knew you before when you were in your mother's womb. He knew you. He knew who you're gonna be. He knew how you're gonna grow up. Everything that's happening to you, He knew. So just acknowledge Him. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and then He'll make your path straight. So if you put God first, then everything just flows. So you'll feel yourself, loved, and you'll feel, because He's our Father in heaven. So you'll feel yourself loved, and that love translates to self-love as well. So the other point is also to don't put a lot of pressure on yourself. So sometimes I tend to put a lot of pressure on myself, like I have to do this today, I have to get it. But then when you think about it, like things sometimes just don't work out the way we plan. So it's good to just, as much as we have all these plans, just let things happen, let God's plans prevail in your life, and you'll see like you just feeling more, at ease, and without worrying too much about everything. So just don't put a lot of pressure on yourself, a lot of pressure to succeed, a lot of pressure to have this and that. Don't just work hard, of course, but also just take it easy. And the other point is also to avoid unrealistic expectations. So this kind of goes hand in hand with the other point, but now just don't set unrealistic goals, because they will make you feel so stressed up. And that's why you find so many people just have so much pressure. Like you find people are suicidal because they feel like, maybe I'm not married by this age, I don't have a job, a house by this age, I'm unemployed, so you really need to check on that, because it can really affect your mental health. So just don't have unrealistic expectations. Just take it easy, take it one day at a time. Do everything that you can, of course, to get to your goal, but just try and just not to be so much pressurized. And then the other point is also to take it one day at a time. Now since you not set unrealistic expectations, then just take it one day at a time. Like today I'm going to do this, and if I didn't do that, there's always tomorrow. So just take it one day at a time. Savor every moment, and just things will just flow, and you won't feel so much pressure, and all that. Then also practice gratitude. So when you are grateful all the time about things in your life, then you attract more. The more thankful you are, then you're able to attract more and more and more. So always be grateful. Even God loves us when we're grateful. So always give thanks, always be grateful, always have a spirit of gratitude, and things will just come to you, in so many ways. And the other point is also accept that you cannot control everything. So yeah, just let it go. Let some things are under God's control. So if you feel like you have to, put out every fire, you have to run here, you have to run there, you have to do this, you have to do that. There are so many things you don't have control over. So if that's the case, then just let it be. Maybe even if it's a simple thing, let's say you wanted to go somewhere and then it rains, then you're you're feeling so frustrated, and maybe the place you want to go to is not convenient for you to go there when it's raining, so you feel so bad. But you know what, just take it easy. Maybe it wasn't the day for me to go there, then reschedule for another day. All right. Then self-care. So I'm the queen of self-care. So if I decide to just do self-care, I go hard, and yeah, whenever I can. And even if it's once a month, I'm a sweet tooth, so I love cakes and nice things. So if I can just go somewhere and indulge just for one day, maybe, then I'll do it. Or sometimes I just do facial in the house, just some simple things. Maybe I can take a walk, just indulge, find ways to indulge, and it doesn't have to be to just do self-care. Even it can be a simple bath, taking a long bath, a long hot bath or something. For some people they like cold baths, so whatever, so just do that, for your sake, and you'll feel relaxed, and you'll feel like things are easier. Then also be in tune with your emotions. So always strive to be in tune with the emotions. So sometimes it's not a good thing like to leave every day like, no, today I'm not feeling, because we'll not do things. But for the most part, it's good to always like be in tune with the emotions. Like, if you're feeling overwhelmed, then that's a sign that you should slow down. Maybe it's something you're doing too much, or maybe you're worrying too much. Then just be in tune with the emotions. Then the other point is also develop healthy friendships or even relationships. So if you develop healthy friendships, then you're able to navigate through life. You're able to people are able to love you as you love yourself. So it's a reciprocal relationship. So you'll feel better when you're around people who love you, who cherish you, who are championing for you to win, who are cheering you on wherever you do something or wherever you're down. They're there to help you out. So really focus on building healthy friendships. Then the other point is also set healthy boundaries. So for me, I'm also learning about this boundaries thing, because that people pleasing thing. So I'm really working on that. And I used to think it's bad for you not to say no. Sorry, in the past, like I would think like it's a bad thing to say no, or I used to think it's a mean thing. But now I'm learning like you need to put boundaries, because some people just walk all over you, or just do things that disrespect you or get into your space, and just do things to make you uncomfortable. So you need to set up boundaries and tell them, what, I'm not comfortable with this and that's it. And if it's someone who's mature, they'll be able to understand and respect that and not get mad at you. Then the other point is also to declutter. So if you can be able to declutter your space, then that's good. You'll be able to feel better. You'll be able to feel free. You'll be able to just feel loved when your space is clean. When you're decluttered, then you feel good. It gives you some feel good vibes. And the other point is also let go of the past. Like there's nothing as bad as just holding on to the past. When you're holding on to the past, it really affects you, and going forward, you can't really go forward. It's like you're stuck in time and you can't really move forward. So once you let go of the past, even better opportunities come your way, and even better people come your way. And just let go of the past. Whatever it is that happened, just leave it in the past, and know that there's a new chapter ahead of you. So then the other point is also to stay positive. Stay positive, 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 positive. I know it can be hard. Like sometimes life can be a challenge. Sometimes you just find yourself being grumpy because of all the things that are happening. Like so many things happen within a day, like an adult life. Things just happen. But just try to be positive. No matter what happens, always look on the bright side of life. Maybe something went wrong, just always look on the bright side, and you'll feel yourself feeling much better, and not worrying too much. Then also celebrate milestones. So it's good to celebrate milestones, even if it means maybe especially for people who are suffering from depression, or maybe you have just some anxiety, and maybe you don't like crowds, and so now maybe you've not been working out, you've not even been feeling like going anywhere. So this one day you decide, let me take a walk, and you go, even if it's a short distance. That's an improvement, that's a milestone. So if you're able to do that, just congratulate yourself, and the next day you'll find yourself doing something else, moving step by step. Everything is just step by step. Even when you're building, you build it brick by brick. It doesn't start like from out of nowhere and then it's like voila, it's a house. So brick by brick, and then you'll be able to get there. So just celebrate your milestones. So those are the points that I had for today. So thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I really appreciate you, and tell your friends to tell your friends. I really want to grow road to 500k. Okay, that's a good wish. 500 subscribers and more, of course. So thank you so much for tuning in. This is Ukali Junior. Bye.